Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In this moment I am in Singapore, and in this video I want to talk about a topic that is very important when like approaching an Erasmus or an exchange period or whatever, and it is even more difficult if you're going to Singapore. As you can see from the title, this video is about finding accommodation in Singapore, and I want to share my experience and how I've been looking for an accommodation and where I am right now. And but it's also quite funny, so yeah, I learned a lot, and I hope that the information that I will share with you during the video will be helpful if you have any idea of like doing an exchange period or just traveling to Singapore or just going to live in Singapore for a few months or whatever it is. First of all, the main thing that comes to my mind that I want to share with you is that accommodations in Singapore are really expensive. And the main reason is because the Singapore land is limited, and like there are a lot of flats, a lot of apartments and buildings and whatever, but like the space is really limited, and they don't know where to build anymore because there's no more space and the demand is a lot, and there's not much offer from the market regarding accommodations. So yeah, accommodations are really pricey and really expensive. If you're from whichever part of the world, like here, it's more expensive. For example, in Milan, I remember I am used to spend like 500, 600 euros per month. And here, for example, now we'll tell you, but it's like doubled and tripled and everything. So first of all, I started my researches with regarding like the accommodation when I was in Italy, and I had literally no clue on how to like approach the research. I just stopped on Google like how to find accommodation in Singapore, which websites and whatever. And yeah, I started from scratch literally, and then from the most like loyal and trusted website and on the internet is Property Guru. And Property Guru is like this website where you can buy or rent like places and accommodations, and it seems really helpful for the exchange students. But I've also heard like many exchanges that used Facebook or I don't know, Facebook Marketplace, I don't know, Airbnb, something. I don't, but I mean, like many people like got scammed using Facebook Marketplace, so I do not recommend it like much. But you can find like scams, whatever. So yeah, in the end, you just gotta be careful and try to understand if the guy you're dealing with is a guy you can trust, and that's all. Um, I started my research in Italy on Property Guru, and like 1 month, more or less, yeah, 1 month before coming, like around the first days of July, I found this accommodation, which is not the accommodation I am in right now, this one. And this is the funny part of the story. This accommodation was in Geylang. Geylang is an area of Singapore. And another thing, like I did not really know Singapore, the areas of Singapore, which area is better to live, which area is recommended, which area is not. But in the end, the main problem regards safety, and Singapore is the safest country literally in the world. So you don't have to worry about like if there's a bad area, a good area, a better one, the safest one. No, Singapore is all safe, whatever. In the center and in the most external parts, of course, there will be some parts which will be a little bit worse, but I mean, Singapore is really safe. Even girls, like our friends that are girls, like they don't literally worry about nothing walking back home at night in the district, in whichever district. Yeah, that's literally super safe. So when choosing an area, I did not really know where to go, but my only referral was like the distance from the university, from SMU. So but Singapore is very well connected, with public transport, so that does not represent a problem. And when you have like 20 minutes with the bus, 30 minutes, that's fine. Of course, if it's 1 hour, probably you should better look for some other accommodation. But I mean, so the first place that I found was in Geelong, and I like really fast, like with on WhatsApp with some brief messages like, okay, you want this? Okay, I send you the videos of the rooms that are available, blah blah blah. Which one do you want? I want this one. Okay, this one is 1,000. Okay, you can sign the contract, and then you can send me the deposit, and then the payment of the first month, and that's always how it works. So in this case was 1,000 Singaporean dollars, which are like 700 euros, and of deposit, and the same amount for the 1 month rental. Yeah, so that's how it went in the beginning. I went there, okay, on the 5th of August. I arrived in Singapore. I went to this place, and she welcomed me into this place. Yeah, let's say that expectations were really different, like as the pictures were really different from reality, as the place I stepped into was like terrible. Like I told, like, I don't know, probably 100 exchange students know this story, because I was in the first days I was telling everyone about this thing that happened to me, and the terrible place that I went into, and that was awful. Okay, so I literally, like, now will put some pictures here so that you understand. Standards to me were literally different. Okay, and this did not represent the proper solution for me to stay in Singapore for 4 months. Okay, and I signed the contract and everything, so I was a bit scared about like leaving and breaking this contract. So now we'll also show you some chats with the agent of this apartment, because I wanted to leave immediately. Like the kitchen was literally unavailable, unpresentable, full of dirt. The bathroom, I will put the picture also of the bathroom, because the bathroom was always in the worst conditions ever. You could not imagine like doing your things in the bathroom. I had the shower in my room, which was not bad, but I had like also, I did not have the sink to wash my teeth, to wash my teeth, to brush my teeth, to wash my face, anything, like to shave my beard. I didn't have a mirror. Yeah, but the worst thing was that there were bugs in my room, dead bugs, living bugs. Yeah, and there was this smell of like I don't know, chemical smell, like from the pest control, that she told me that pest control just went by like the days before. But I mean, what does that mean? Like you do the pest control, and then I got into the room, and like I have to smell this chemical thing, which is dangerous for health. I don't know, this is crazy. So yeah, as you can see from the messages, I in the beginning was really tough. So if I have to give you an advice, guys, like state your opinions clearly and don't give up on them, because in the beginning their first answer will always be like, no, it's not possible, you can't do this, you have to stick it to the contract for the 4 months, you have to pay all the months, you won't have your deposit back and anything. But then things can evolve, okay, if you keep pushing with your reasons, with your legit reasons, okay, regarding health and safety, and like expectations from the pictures that they were on the website and everything. So that was crazy. And the apartment was shared with 5 other people that I've never seen, never. I didn't know if they were existing or whatever. The only thing I knew is that there was this this pan in the like kitchen, which was there from like the whole 3 days was standing there, and then the bathroom was in the worst conditions. So yeah. So just to tell, this is the beginning of the story, which is not a good beginning, but I mean, that's what happened. So I just want to share with you. And yeah, and then after 3 days of staying there, I sent all the messages that you have seen, and I moved. Okay, I moved because fortunately I spoke to a girl at the Sentosa beach. We were in the water like that. I was telling all my problems to these people, but of course, guys, don't mean like these things that I'm saying like if I were complaining the whole day. Okay, here I'm living my dream. I'm literally living the dream of my life, and this place is amazing. Like, I'm so excited. I'm super excited. I'm emotional, and I'm living the experience of my life that I will never forget. And it's only been 1 month, but I just wanted to share with you my experience so that you are aware of what could happen, because things happen, bad things happen. Uh, it can be luckier or just be a little bit unfortunate, like in my case. So, and then I moved to this place because this girl in the water was like, oh, my friend is in a similar situation as yours, and she just moved to this place which is new and has some available rooms. And then I went into the water with my phone and just started messaging to this new agent, and this is the place where I am now. Of course, I was in an emergency, so I'm spending more, um, like $1,600, which is like 1,150 euros, something like that. But I mean, guys, like for 4 months, I can sacrifice, I don't know, some money. But the most important thing is that you're serene with your staying. You're in peace. When you're at home, you can sleep like properly and just without noises, and knowing that everything is clean and everything is working. You have your own bathroom. I have my own bathroom, but even if I was sharing the bathroom with someone else, that would have been a problem. The thing is that here, for example, I have my own bathroom, and I know if it's clean or not. I manage it. I do not depend on others people behavior. Okay. uh, so I'm super happy with this solution. Fortunately, I found it immediately. I also managed to get back some money, as you've seen from the messages, out of 2,000 Singaporean dollars, I got back like 850, something like that, which is not bad because they kept the deposit that I made, and that's legally correct. So I'm happy, and yeah. In this moment I'm here, and I'm super happy because I have my space. I can just handle everything like really easily, and yeah. What happened to me was really unlucky, but I mean, shit happens, as they say. Many guys were scammed by like some fake agents on the Facebook Marketplace or on Airbnb. And guys, like, really be careful, because these guys lost a lot of money. Because, like, I know some guys that lost like 7,000 Singaporean dollars. Other guys a similar amount. And but like, I spoke to, I don't know, 100 people, and like 10 got scammed. So yeah, especially when like guys book and look for a place in a group of 5 6 people, and then they all get scammed, and it's a lot of money gone. So because you lose your deposit and your month rental payment. So yeah. And that's it, guys. I just wanted to share with you the experience of my finding an accommodation in Singapore. And yeah, I hope it will be helpful to you if you're looking forward to coming here or whatever. In whichever case, just always be aware and be careful of your moves while renting and while spending your money in accommodations, because nowadays there are a lot of people that try to scam you and try to like as this agent of the first apartment I went to, like, try to bring me towards a direction and lead me towards giving up my opinions and the reasons that I had to like leave the place after 3 days. Okay, but your reasons are always legit, and always listen to yourself and never give up on your reasons. Okay, hope this video was helpful. See you in the next one.